I noticed his hand first. Steady, deliberate, practiced. He thought no one was watching, but I was. Across the room, beneath the flicker of golden lights and the hollow hum of celebration, I saw my father tilt the small silver packet over my glass. The powder dissolved seamlessly, invisible, leaving the champagne fizzing, sparkling, and then still again, as if nothing had happened. Cameras flashed. Smiles glimmered. My name whispered through the air like pride. And yet, in that single quiet act, his betrayal burned brighter than any applause. I didn't flinch. I didn't blink. I smiled. I had once believed in him. He called me his prodigy, said I had his mind, his drive. When I got into law school, he cried tears he claimed were pride, telling me I'd go farther than he ever did. For a while, I believed him. Then Mom left, and something shifted. He remarried too fast. His new wife brought a daughter, Lena, polished, pretty, polite, the type of girl everyone immediately liked. My father started calling her sweetheart. He stopped calling me anything at all. 81st. It was subtle. Missed calls, skipped visits. Then came the misdirected tuition payments, quietly funneled into Lena's boutique business. The whispered phone calls I wasn't meant to hear. She doesn't need it. She'll manage. I managed. Without them. But that night, at my graduation, he had invited everyone as if to reclaim the narrative, to pretend I was still his pride and joy. He wore the watch he used to check my curfew, a watch that caught the light as he poured the powder into my champagne, and suddenly I understood. It wasn't random. It wasn't a mistake. He had done it before. Mom's mysterious fainting that winter, her confusion, the hospital visit, the doctor's note. Mild poisoning. Likely sedative. I thought it was stress. That night, I realized it wasn't stress. It had been him. Maybe for control. Maybe to silence. Maybe to protect something that could not withstand the truth. I didn't accuse. I didn't shout. I stayed calm. When he raised his glass and said, "To my brilliant daughter," I mirrored him with a smile hiding knives behind dimples. Then I stood. My heels clicked against the marble floor. Every eye turned. I lift my glass. I said, "To those who raise us, and those who reveal themselves." I shifted my glass subtly toward Lena. She laughed a soft, high-pitched sound and drank it. The room erupted in polite applause. My father clapped too, oblivious. I waited. 10 minutes. Maybe less. She wobbled first. A tiny stumble that everyone assumed was tipsiness. Then came confusion, disorientation, soft collapse. Laughter froze. Music cut. In that perfect silence, I turned to him. He knew. God, he knew. His face drained of every color. His eyes darted from the glass to me. For one fleeting moment, I saw it, the same calculated mind I used to admire. He was racing through excuses, lies, contingencies. But I was faster. She drank from my glass. I said softly, just loud enough. I tried to stop her. Panic erupted. Someone called for help. My stepmother screamed. I stood calm, composed, watching the man who had taught me strategy choke on the consequences of his own precision. The police came. Statements were taken. Toxicology reports confirmed it. Unprescribed sedatives mixed with alcohol. Enough to incapacitate, not kill. Enough to reveal intent, to connect the pattern to my mother's earlier incident. My father denied everything. He could not explain the compound in 2 separate medical reports. He could not explain the desk drawer labeled stress relief. He could not explain me. Months of quiet observation, careful recording, every slip caught without alerting him. He had underestimated me. By the time the authorities finished questioning, his legacy was ash. Lena survived barely, with no memory of the event. My stepmother left him publicly, dramatically. He pleaded guilty to a reduced charge, reckless endangerment. But the true reckoning came from the court of public opinion. Whispers, interviews, carefully timed leaks of documents, all executed flawlessly. His company abandoned him. His name became poison. I didn't need to touch a finger after that night. Some ask if I feel guilty. I do not. I did not poison anyone. I did not raise my voice. I only let him taste his own medicine. And poison, in the end, always finds its home. That night, under the golden lights, as he watched his empire crumble, I understood him fully. The control, the manipulation, the precision. Except unlike him, I knew when to stop. I raised another glass, fresh this time, and whispered, to no one in particular, to family, to those who make us, and those who unmake themselves. Then I drank, and I smiled.